Get the distractions out of the way. Do them as quickly as you can. Do the drinking, do the smoking, do the partying, and get the distractions out of the way. Most people waste their 20s not because they're stupid or they're lazy, but because no one actually ever tells them what our 20s are meant to be or direct us on how we should navigate through our 20s. One thing that no one really ever tells you, 20s are not the main game. The 20s are just supposed to be a warm up. But if you don't warm up for the main game, the risk of injury is a lot higher. And I use the sport as an example there because that's the easiest way for me to explain what this video is about. Because most of us, because of the world that we live in today, we are made to believe that 20s are the main game or the final. But to be quite honest, 20s are just supposed to be the warm up for the main games. But you have to get the warm ups quite right for you to be able to get to that main game and be ready for the main game. I'm in my mid 20s now, and for the longest, I just live in the same 6 months, live in the same 6 months. I've always had ambitions. Don't get it twisted, I've always chased something, but I didn't really know where I was going. So, how can I know what to do now if I don't know where I'm going? And these are some of the things that I've started doing recently to really make sure that I make the most of my 20s. Most people repeat the same 6 months for 10 years, same habits, same place, same distractions, same conversations, and there's no progression. Even though I'm in my mid 20s, I now refuse that to be me. Like, I am now starting to decide to change a lot of things in my life, to have different conversations, to be in different rooms and different, so I can progress. Because as much as I've been ambitious, I've been around the same people, same distractions, same things for the last 5 years of my life. And I feel like these are the things that I've actually started to do for me to start progressing and head in the right direction and live my 20s the way I think our 20s are supposed to be. We are supposed to make mistakes, and I've made a lot of mistakes. I've tried to play the main game without warm up. One thing I realized, if you don't have a main goal, if you don't have a set goal that you're chasing, distractions don't feel dangerous to you because you're not chasing anything. For example, if I was to drink every day of my life for the last 5 years, it wouldn't mean anything if I didn't want to be in the gym or if I didn't have a goal in the gym or if I didn't want to be a bodybuilder. Drinking 5 days a week would not mean nothing to me. It would That distraction wouldn't be dangerous to me. But as soon as I have a goal, if I'm chasing to be a bodybuilder, I know I can't drink 5 days a week. That distraction is now dangerous to me. In our 20s, because we don't have a goal that we're chasing, distractions really are not dangerous to us because we are not chasing anything meaningful. So I can drink every day of the week. I can go party every day of the week if I wanted to. I can smoke. I can do all these distractions because I am not chasing anything meaningful. Because drinking every weekend, that's normal. Partying all night, that's normal. Scrolling for hours, that's normal. But if you're trying to build something meaningful, those same habits feel expensive. Most people treat their youth like it's currency. But really and truly, like me now, I'm trying to make my youth a capital investment. I want this these last couple of years of my 20s to really show in my 30s because I'm making a capital investment. Time, energy, and focus is really the most important thing that we have in our youth. That's the real wealth in our 20s because we'll never have the time that we have, and we'll never have the energy that we have, or we'll never have the same focus that we have in our 20s. So that's the real wealth of being in our 20s. And we have to take action and use it while we still have it. I've chosen to start a business. Not because it's trendy, not because I think it's easy, but because I want control. And I know you want control too. I want control over my time. I want control over my energy. I also want control over my direction, where I'm heading in life. Anything good in life comes from increasing the levels of challenges that we face. Your growth has to match the challenge: mind, body, finance, spirit. If you don't push yourself, life won't reward you. So this is why I decided to challenge myself and start a business. I've started my clothing brand, Encrypted, and I think in our 20s, these are the times that we should push ourselves. We have enough time, we have enough energy, we have enough focus if you push yourself and head that way. I'm not saying you can't do it in your 30s, but why wait? Why waste our 20s to wait for our 30s when we can do it now? And this is something I've been telling myself over the last couple of months. Why wait? This is the time that we should be chasing our dreams. For example, me chasing my dreams of starting my YouTube channel again, my brand, all these things. I have the time, the focus, the energy for me to be able to do it now. And for me to live the life that I want to live, I know I have to do the things that are not easy. I need to challenge myself. And the bigger the challenge, the better the chances of me living the life I want to live. Nothing good will ever come easy. So, yeah, this is something I also believe in our 20s. We need to start facing bigger challenges because we're never going to be this young again. We're never going to be this young again. And today's the best I'm ever going to be, but also the worst I'm ever going to be. So I'm striving to do better every day. Even the quality of my videos, the quality of the fabric of the clothes that we're making, the structure, everything from today, tomorrow I have to be better. So today is my best, but the worst at the same time. Because tomorrow I have to try and be better. And this is something I'm trying to really, really push for my 20s. Scary goals is the fourth thing I've been doing. I've been setting goals that scare me. My goals for the next 10 years. When I read them every time, something in me, I even have goosebumps because they're so massive and so big that it's almost delusional. But guess what? It's a delusion until I do it, until it's done. And then everyone is going to be like, oh, he actually did it. We believed in him. But guess what? It all started with that scary goal. So I believe we, in our 20s, we need to set scary goals because guess what? The sky is the limit. So stop setting comfortable goals or realistic goals. You need to set goals that scare you. The higher version of you is built through the highest of pressure. Once you have that version with those goals set out, this is what I do nowadays. When I'm making business decisions, life decisions, anything, the highest version of myself now answers for me. Does this align with that highest version of myself? No. We're going to go drink tonight. Does the highest version of myself say yes or no to that thing that we're debating? If the answer is no, then I'm not going to do it because I'm chasing to be that version of myself. So I need to start believing in me and start believing in myself that I am worthy to be that person. And that person now detects everything, every decision that I make. We're making a hoodie. Does this hoodie align with the version of the company that I'm heading to be with my goals? That premium brand, does this hoodie align with that? Yes, okay, we make it. No, no, we don't make it because I believe that this small goal is who I'm gonna be. I will always make decisions for that little small brand that I'm living in. But once I start believing and start living like my brand is where it's gonna be, it will be a lot easier for me to get there because I start believing I start living, I start breathing like that big brand. I start living like that big CEO that I'm gonna be. So every decision I make is made through the biggest version of myself. Does this align with us? Yes? No. That's how you should start living your life. Live life through the strongest, best version of yourself. If they're saying if that won't align with them, then don't do it. You see, the thing is, these are just small but massive things that I'm doing to make sure that I am ahead in my 20s. By the time I finish my 20s, I need to be comfortable enough to know I did everything I could in my 20s. As much as the early years in my life, I didn't warm up as much as I was supposed to. These are things I'm now starting to do to try and get ahead in my 20s. I don't have it all figured out. I'm not rich. I haven't made it, but I'm starting to be intentional with everything I'm doing. And if you are in your 20s, understand this. You're not supposed to win yet. You're supposed to build. And in the generation that we're living in now, on social media, it seems like everyone is already won. Don't get it twisted. I would love to be a millionaire, multimillionaire in my 20s. I would have loved that. But at the same time, I've always wanted to build something sustainable, build something that I know even when I'm 60, it's going to be still standing. And we can only do that if we compound on the small things and start building now. Even in my 30s, probably I won't have it figured out, but it's about being intentional. This is the biggest thing I'm trying to teach you in this video. Start having intentional goals, start having intentional beliefs, start having intentional attitude with to everything that you want to do in your life. For the next 5 years, for the next 10 years, start being intentional. Years are not supposed to be the main game. How could we have a main game in our 20s? There's still how many years to live? So start being intentional, start doing things that you want to do, start doing all the things that you wish that you could do, and be intentional. Just don't wake up and live the same 6 months every day, same 6 months for the next 5 years. No, start being intentional. Get the distractions out the way. My advice would be get the distractions out the way. Do the drinking, do the smoking, do all those things out the way quickly. So then you know, okay, this is not what I want to do. I'm not saying like you just turn 20 today and go straight into becoming the guru, all these things that the gurus be telling you. No. Get the distractions out of the way. Do them as quickly as you can. Do the drinking, do the smoking, do the partying, and get the distractions out of the way quickly. Because once you live it, you will know, okay, this is not supposed to be for me. And for those that it's supposed to be for them, they're gonna go the other direction. But I know the reason why you're watching this video is that's not for you. So you get that distraction out the way. Fuck the partying, fuck the smoking, fuck the everything. You're gonna be like, cool, I'm done with that. This is not the life that I wanna live. Denver, you are right. I wanna go down that direction. You have to live through it for you to know it's not for you. Coming back home 4, 5 o'clock in the morning after partying, that's not for me anymore. But I would have never known if I didn't go through it. So I think it's good for people to go through the distractions, but through the distractions quickly and understand, okay, cool, this is not for me. This is what I want to do. I want to build, intentionally build, and start building and start intentionally making decisions that align with the best version of yourself that you know you're going to be. I want to build $1 billion company. Fine. With $1 billion company, guy, go party every weekend? No. So I'm not going to do that either. Do you see what I'm trying to say here? Scary goals. Those scary goals, they need to align with the life I'm living. I can't have scary goals. There's no reason of me having scary goals, these big goals, if I'm still living as if I want to just have a $20,000 company. You see what I'm trying to say? So live like you're already living that life that you envision yourself living and make those decisions for yourself. I hope this video has helped you. And like, comment, and subscribe. Like I said, I haven't figured it out. I'm also still on the same journey that you are on. But the only difference is I'm now living my life intentionally. It's all about intention. Just don't live through it. Wake up every day, same thing, same cycle. Do the same shit. Go back into it again. Start living. Peace.